welcome to another vlog in NaNoWriMo week in my life. So today is Wednesday 9th November, so that's week 2. So the plan was to post a video every week, just updating you on where I'm at with my word count goals with my novel. But by day 2, I decided to scrap that because it is difficult recording yourself while writing, and doing it for 30 days is something that I was not ready to do. The new plan is that I'm going to post 3 times this month. So I posted the first video, that was my day 1. Then this is my second video, just like a catch up in the middle of the month. Then I'll post my final video towards the end, or 1st of December, whenever NaNoWriMo is over, basically. Just to share if I won or if I not win NaNoWriMo. So basically that's the new plan. How was my NaNoWriMo been since that first day that I uploaded? So I ended that day at 2,600 and something words. And basically that was very high. Like that was like 1,000 words higher than the normal 16 words for the first day. And the plan was that I was supposed to be at 15k words by day 7. So tell me why it's day 9 now and I'm still at 6k words, 6,300 and something words. So I'm basically like 7,000 words behind. And I don't know whether I'm going to catch up. I could catch up, but just that I have so many things I'm working on, and that's what I'm going to share in this vlog. So if I later announce that I did not win NaNoWriMo at the end of November, it's not because of procrastination or whatever. It's just that this November, I do not expect November to be this busy. So that's it. I'm a ghostwriter, and I've been a ghostwriter for more than a year now. So basically, I just write people's stories. They give me their ideas, and I write for them, and I give it back to them without credit. So my name is not on the story, it's not on the novel, and so on. So I just got a new job this week. So it's a novel, and I was lucky hoping that I was not going to get any job doing NaNoWriMo. I know how stressful you can be writing your own stories, and you're not going to add another person's story to it. Then the other thing that I'm working on is a screenplay. So one of my friends asked me to write a screenplay for a short film. So in 2020, I started writing screenplays, but it was for movies, not for short films. So all these 90 minutes screenplays. So I started writing, even though I never finished. So she said, do I write screenplays? I said, yes, I actually write screenplays. So she said she wants a short film. And I really want the screenplays to be good because obviously, if she likes the screenplay, she'll make it into a short film. And that would be something that I can really say, I can actually add it that I'm a screenwriter officially, even though I'm technically a screenwriter, even though I'm not finished, if you understand. So those are the 2 major things that I'm working on this November. And understandably, my NaNoWriMo novel is going to take a back burner until I finished those 2 things. Then I also have the old novel that I completed last month, Uge's Custodian. So I said I was not going to start immediately, like editing a 3rd draft. But I realized that when we resume next month, school is going to be very busy. And I actually want to submit this book to a publisher. So I have to make it the best it can be. At the moment, it's like the last thing on my mind, but I still think about it because it's important. And I cannot submit a rubbish novel. So those are the 4 things I have to do. Then editing YouTube too. And as I said that last vlog, this novel that I'm working on, NaNoWriMo, I don't really have an idea or where it's going. I just know the first 25,000 words, or the first act basically. So that's what I know. So it's not, I don't really have a need to complete it. It's just NaNoWriMo, and I just want to write a novel for NaNoWriMo, if you get. So that's what is happening. That's one of the reasons why I've not been as active in writing my NaNoWriMo novel this month. It's Friday evening, and I just submitted the first 10,000 words of my ghostwriting work for review. So while we're waiting, maybe a few days, I'll just be doing other things. So I said I was behind on my NaNoWriMo novel. I'm not going to try to catch up. I'm just going to write the words I can and continue because the other things. So how they say, oh, creativity is a muscle that the more you use it, the stronger you get and everything. But if you overuse it, so you can burn out. And I've learned that about myself. Like there's a specific number of words that I can write in a day that will make me want to write the next day. If I pass that number of words, I'm not going to write for the next few days because I need to rest. So the most amount of words I've ever written is 11,000 something. And the thing is that I wrote that day, and for like 4 days, I didn't write anything at all because basically I was drained. So the maximum I can get that will make me want to write the next day is like 3,000, 4,000 words. So if I pass more than 5,000 words in a day, that next day I'm going to write because I'm drained. The past few days, I've just been concentrating on my ghostwriting. And it's not as if like I'm drained or burnt out. I just know that if I push myself too far, especially because in NaNoWriMo, I'm going to burn out. So the goal is just write maybe like 400 words per day. It's already night, so it's not going to be today, it's going to be tomorrow, that's Saturday. Then the other projects that I'm working on. Today I even saw an Instagram ad. Afritondo is a short story prize. It's between 3,000 to 5,000 words, and you submit, and winner shall gets money. I think there's one winner and maybe 5 people on the short list. So I saw the prize last year and I don't know why I did not participate. You know, when you screenshot something and other screenshots like cover it up, so you forget about that screenshot. So I'm going to participate in the competition this year. Deadline is December 16th, so that's a lot of time for a 3,000 word short story. I saw the competition on Instagram, like Instagram ads. So people is complaining about the Instagram ads. Me, I don't know, I don't used to relate to, because I actually find my Instagram ads very useful. I see a lot of writing related things, content creation related things, call for submission, call for recruitment, call for employment, all those kind of things. Like they're looking for people to employ, they're looking for people to give grants, contests, all those kind of things. So sometimes like I actually go on Instagram because of the ads, especially the ads on my stories, because they are very personalized. Like, you know, you know how they say Instagram is watching you. I look like that Instagram is watching me, that knows that I'm actually interested in writing, because I go there sometimes. I'm okay, I'm not seeing any short story competition in a while. Like, let's see what Instagram is going to show me, that kind of thing. So I saw it on Instagram ads, Afritondo. So they have a website, they have an Instagram page, so you can check it out in case you want to write a short story. So the theme is on aliens, between 3,000 to 5,000 words. You submit by email. Some other things, so they have a lot of specifications for you to follow. So I think that's it. So I'm just going to spend the rest of my night watching YouTube, and tomorrow we'll continue with our writing. I'm almost at 1,500 words in my short story. So I was brainstorming and I was like, okay, what do I want to write? What kind of short story do I want to write? So let's write about one of the characters in a novel that I want to write before the novel actually starts, if you get. So it's like a backstory. Let's say the novel starts when she's 19 or so. So this short story starts when she's 14, 15. So basically, she's a ballerina. She has been a ballerina since she was 3, professional. So she and her team, I don't know what they call them, like I will research that. So they're about to perform for the governor's sister. So her coach now calls her and says, okay, see, we are 15 on this team and we need to be 12 for maybe a foreign competition or whatever. You cannot follow us, like we're kicking you out of the team. So basically that's the short story and her reaction. You know, her coach tells her that, okay, you're not going to be part of the team. It's just before they're about to perform, and she's like, why will you tell me now? Like, do you want me to mess up, girl? So basically while she's dancing, while she's doing other things, like that's what's on her mind. Like, this has been my life, she has attached ballet to her identity so much, and basically that's what the short story is about. So later in the novel I want to write, she is 19, 18, and her parents have sent her to a troubled camp. All these camps for like stubborn children that you cannot even do by yourself again. I don't know if it's military or psychiatric, a kind of camp. So this short story is like her breaking point, like what made her spiral into a troubled teenager. So So that's what the short story is about. And I like writing short stories about my characters before, after, in between, like when they are not in the novel, like if you get. So you just understand them deeper. Like, okay, you are experiencing their backstory in real life, if you get. I want the short story to be 3,200 words, and it's almost 1.5. So that's enough for today. The thing is that I was thinking about the short story and I said, okay, let me just start writing the things that are on my mind before I forget. And it blew to like 1-3 words, and I'm like, okay. And as I was writing, I realized that compared to when I was writing short stories in 2018, 2019, I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. Back then, I write a short story and I'm like, first draft, once I write it once, it's done. I just need to edit, punctuation and everything. But now that I've learned about editing, structural editing, I'm just like, okay, let me just write the story however it is. It's bare bones right now. I'm not explaining it, I'm just writing it as it comes to my head. So the deadline is December 16th and I'm like 1 month ahead. So I'm just like 2 weeks from now, by the time I finish the first draft of the short story, I'll come back to it and make it better, if you get. 90-year-old me to write for short story competitions the day before the deadline. Like I would have known about it maybe for weeks, but I'm just like, I'll write it, and I'll write it the day before the deadline, or the day of the deadline itself. So that's one of the reasons why I actually submit my first draft. And some of the short stories I used to see like that online, I just like, this was the first draft I submitted, and I'm like, how could you do this to yourself? So basically that's it. Today is the last day of the vlog. I searched for screenplay prompt for short films online, and I wrote a few because I'm looking for something that makes sense, is short and sweet, and is easy to shoot. All the ideas I have for like short stories, they're not going to be easy to film, like easy to film. You grab. So I was just thinking of something, and the only thing that's been coming to my mind is like a thriller short film, and I'm like, it's easy, but I don't know if the plot twist will make sense. So basically, that's what I just spent my morning doing. So I did not vlog me writing my NaNoWriMo novel because most of the time I used to write on my phone. So I have Microsoft Word on my laptop and I connect it to Google Docs. So Google Docs on my phone. So anytime I write on my laptop, it updates on my phone. So most of the time I just spend my time writing on my phone because it's just easier. You just have your phone, and anytime you feel okay, you are procrastinating, you just open the Google Docs app and start writing. So I recommend it. So basically that's what I've been doing. This week I added 4K words, 4K and something words. So basically I'm like 11K. So that's behind. That is so behind. Honestly, if I was in school, I don't know how behind I would be, because I remember, let's say that August time, I was just hoping that I hope NaNoWriMo is in school, because like I'll have friends that are writing with me, and accountability, and people would be doing writing sprints together. So when my school decided to resume December, I was like, oh my god, NaNoWriMo at home. So I'm not thinking, okay, it can be good because I'll not have classes. But I was like, no ginger, but like there's ginger. I didn't forget. But I'm actually glad it's not in school, because God knows, maybe I'll still be in 2,000 words by now, because school, classes, everything. So basically that's it. In a normal week in my life, that I spent like 2% on NaNoWriMo. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Just a look into things that I write on an average basis. So I wrote a short story, I finished my ghostwriting work, I searched online for a screenplay for a short film, then my NaNoWriMo novel. That's not like a typical week, because a typical week is mostly just my novel and ghostwriting. So that's a typical week, but this was not typical. That's it for this vlog. Join me at the end of November, December 1st probably, to just share where I am with my word counts. Like, did I win NaNoWriMo? I mean, did I lose woefully? So basically, see you next time.